Good evening and welcome to this wonderful Wabash tradition, the Awards Chapel, during which we celebrate the fantastic accomplishment of our students and their teachers. This event has been held every year since at least 1956 and probably farther back than that. We take a moment at the end of a very busy semester to pause, to lift up our young men who excel in every academic discipline, as well as in campus leadership, community service, and athletics. Buckle in, it's often a very long night, as it should be, because we have so much to celebrate, so many achievements to recognize. We thank you for joining us here tonight in Pioneer Chapel, and we also want to give a warm welcome to our parents, families, alumni, and friends watching via the live stream. Our division chairs, Amanda Ingram in Division 1, Brian Tucker in Division 2, and Preston Bost in Division 3 will begin the award presentations, while Dean Scott Brown and Todd McDormand and I will present some awards towards the end for all-around student achievement. So without further ado, I'm pleased to introduce Amanda Ingram to begin this celebration.
It's my pleasure to recognize the young men who earned distinction in comprehensive exams in Division 1. I'll read their names. I ask you to hold your applause until I've read all their names. And guys, please come up and join me on the stage. Isaac Daniel Granis, Computer Science. Brady Carl Largent, Mathematics. Tri Ando Lei, Computer Science in absentia. Justin Tyler Lewis, Biology. Armand Luthra, Computer Science. Huang Anhuin, Mathematics. Augustin Joseph Sanchez, Physics. And Alexander Kyle Straw in Computer Science. Let's give them a applause. The Norman E. Treves Science Award, established by Dr. Norman E. Treves, class of 1915, is awarded to a senior majoring in a Division I department who has shown the greatest progress academically and as an individual during his junior year. This year's Treves Award goes to William Caleb Lyons. Our next presenter is Dr. Heidi Walsh from the Biology Department.
Good evening. The Elliott C. Williams Undergraduate Prize in Biology was established by the friends and family of Elliott Williams, a longtime and legendary professor of biology. The prize recognizes the outstanding junior biology major. This year's recipient is Ike O'Neill. The Ernest G. Karskalen Prize in Biology was established by Professor and Mrs. George C. Karskalen in memory of their son, Ernest. The award is presented annually to the outstanding senior biology major as voted by the biology faculty. The 2026 Karskalen Prize goes to Cole Shiverly. The Thomas A. Cole Alumnus Prize in Biology is presented to a graduate who is doing outstanding work in the fields of biology, environmental science, or medicine. Originally named the Williams Alumnus Prize, the prize was renamed by the Williams family after the death of the longtime Wabash faculty member Tom Cole in 1998. This year's winner is Elias Arellano Villanueva, class of 2016. A Wabash man who exemplifies Tom Cole's legacy of teaching, research, and service. After graduation, Elias taught high school science for 3 years at Idea Public School in Mission, Texas, where he was a Teach for America Fellow. Some of the high school students he taught there have gone on to become Wabash men themselves. He then pursued a master's degree in medical science at the University of North Texas, followed by further training in clinical research at the Mayo Clinic. Elias will graduate from this May from the School of Medicine at the University of Texas, Rio Grande Valley. So that's where he is this evening in Texas. Thank you. The next presenter will be chemistry professor Lon Porter.
The Borenstein Memorial Outstanding Freshman in Chemistry Award was established by the Chemistry Department in 2017 in memory of Luke Borenstein. Luke tragically passed away days before beginning his sophomore year and was known for his enthusiasm, generosity, talent, and dedication to the pursuit of knowledge so that he might better his community. This award is given annually to the freshmen selected for both his aptitude in chemistry and commitment to the community. This year's Borenstein Memorial Outstanding Freshman Chemistry Award goes to Carson Granger. Lloyd B. Doc Howe was a giant of Wabash chemistry, launching the careers of many Wabash students. To honor Doc and his wife, Ione, former students have established the Howe Professorship in Chemistry, the Howe Scholarship, and the Howe Awards. The awards are given to sophomores and juniors with the right combination of attitude and aptitude for chemistry. This year we have 5 award winners, and they go to Rowan Durbin, Landon Huber, John Neighbors, Jonathan Pericaturu, and James Rusher. The Underwood Award was established by Julius Underwood Jr. in memory of his parents. His father, Julius Underwood Sr., was a member of the class of 1911 and an expert in the therapeutic use of radium. The award is given annually to the top junior chemistry major. This year's Underwood Award in Chemistry goes to Francisco Bevan. The Britton Memorial Award was established in memory of Edgar C. Britton, a Rockville native who attended Wabash with the class of 1915. Britton went on to have a distinguished career in chemistry in the chemical industry, including a term as president of the American Chemical Society. The award is given to the graduating senior, or in this case seniors, selected for their potential in graduate studies. I'm pleased to award this year's Britton Memorial Award in Chemistry to both Hayden Lewter and Ben Grill. And now Dr. Colin McKinney will present the awards for the Department of Mathematics and Computer Science.
Good evening. The J. Crawford Poly Prize in Mathematics and Computer Science is offered annually for meritorious work by a student in mathematical or computer science writing and problem solving. The prize honors J. Crawford Poly, honorary class of 1933, who is a professor of mathematics at Wabash from 1929 to 1966. For his paper entitled Meme Match, a large-scale, dual-context, multimodal dataset and retrieval system for internet memes, this year's J. Crawford Poly Prize is awarded to Trian Dole in absentia. Each year, the Department of Mathematics and Computer Science awards the George E. Karskalen Prize in Mathematics to a senior mathematics major for his outstanding achievements in mathematics during his years at Wabash. The prize is given in memory of Professor George E. Karskalen, who taught mathematics at Wabash from 1924 to 1956. This year's George E. Karskalen Prize in Mathematics is awarded to Brady Carl Largent. The Department of Mathematics and Computer Science annually awards the David E. Meharry Prize in Computer Science to a senior computer science major for his outstanding achievements in computer science during his years at Wabash. This prize is given in honor of Professor David E. Meharry, who taught mathematics and computer science at Wabash from 1979 to 2010. This year's David E. Meharry Prize in Computer Science is awarded to two students, Isaac Daniel Granis and Armin Luthra. Next, Professor Tompkins will present for the Department of Physics.
The Fuller Prize is an award given annually to the most outstanding junior physics major and takes the form of the 3-volume Feynman Lectures on Physics. This year, the Physics Department is delighted to present the 2026 Fuller Prize to Prasan Panthe. Now, Professor Brian Tucker, Chair of Division II, will begin the presentation of awards in the humanities and fine arts.
It's my pleasure to recognize those students who earned distinction on their comprehensive exams in the arts and humanities. Gentlemen, when I read your name, please come to the stage in the front. Friends, please hold your applause until I've read all the names. Evan Bone, English. Curtis Fanon, Art in absentia. Braden Foster, German. Braden Potters, religion. John Schnery, Latin. Noah Villalan, art, in absentia, and Carson Wirtz in theater. Congratulations. Our next presenter is Professor Annie Strader in art.
Hi. The first award that we have tonight is the Randolph H. Deere Prize for Outstanding and Continued Work in Art. It goes to a sophomore art major and comes with a small monetary award. This year, the award goes to Drake Green. All right. The David B. Green Award for Distinguished Work in Art History goes to a student of any year who has done an amazing job being enthusiastic and curious about art history. This year, the award goes to Brock Robertson. The Paul J. Husting Award for Outstanding Work in Art goes to a senior art major and comes with a monetary award. This award goes to a student who has sustained a strong commitment to his studio practice and active engagement with the field of art. This year, the award goes to Noah Villalan in absentia. Next, we have Professor Hartnett for classics.
The McLean Prize in Classics honors the memory of Henry Zwingli McLean, Wabash class of 1867 and longtime Lafayette professor of Greek. A cash prize and a big book are awarded to a senior for his distinguished achievement in classics. This year's prize goes to someone who, though he arrived at Wabash with a Latin phrase tattooed on his inner arm, likely didn't anticipate that he'd major in the language, and I suspect he also never had to resort to using that tattoo as a cheat sheet, for his work in Latin, Greek, and classics have been exemplary. Congratulations, John Schnery. And now Professor Mong with the awards in English.
Hello. Okay, English has got 5 awards, 1 for every beat in a line of iambic pentameter, and I am delighted to do all of them. The Robert O. Petty Prize in Writing, established by Dr. W. Franklin Harris in memory of Dr. Petty, professor of biology at Wabash from 1959 to 1990, is given annually to encourage and recognize student writing that draws on the fertile boundary between the sciences and the humanities. The winner is Bennett Strain for his paper Come Slowly, Eden, Spiritual Intimacy and the Language of Desire in Emily Dickinson's Bee Poems. The Nicholas McCarty Harrison Essay Award. This prize is made each year from a fund established in 1944 by Mrs. Nancy E. Harrison in memory of her husband, Nicholas McCarty Harrison, class of 1895. Income from the fund is used for awards to students who submit the best essays in the field of American Studies. This year's winner is Connor Grimes, who couldn't be here tonight, for his paper, Parallel Memories, Black Veterans, White Monuments, and the Struggle Over Indiana's Civil War Stories. The Robert S. Edwards Creative Writing Award is a memorial to Robert S. Edwards, class of 1943, in recognition of his deep faith in the power of language, especially the written word. This cash gift is given annually to that member of the junior or senior class who demonstrates the greatest skill and originality in creative writing in a course offered by the English department. This year's prize goes to Evan Bone. Ruth Margaret Farber Award in English. This award is made each year from a fund established by John Farber, class of 1915, of New York, in honor of his mother, whose keen intellect, sound judgment, and generous hospitality made her home in Mills Place a beloved second home for students and faculty. The award goes to that member of the junior class who has shown the most promise as a student of English or American literature. This year's prize goes to Gabriel Smith. And finally, the Walter L. Fertig Prize in English. This award is given annually to a member of the senior class, or members, who, in the judgment of the English department, have accomplished distinguished work in their study of English and American literature. The prize takes the form of a cash award derived from a memorial fund established in 1977 by Mrs. Catherine Fertig, Paul Fertig, class of 1941, and their families, with monies contributed by the Friends of Walter L. Fertig, longtime Milligan Professor of English Literature and Chairman of the English Department. This year's award is split equally between two students. Please hold your applause till they're both announced. It won't take long. Evan Bone and Carson Wertz. All right, please help me welcome Dr. Karen Quant from Modern Languages.
Okay. The Leavenworth Prize is presented to a student of French who demonstrates exceptional dedication to French language, literature, and culture. The prize is named for Annie Krim Leavenworth, the first woman to hold the rank of assistant professor and one of the first professors of French at Wabash College. The award includes a medal from the French Mint, a tradition begun by former professor of French, Richard Strong. And I'm delighted to say that Augusto Kern-Guidini is the recipient this year. The Robert Augustus King Prize in German is awarded each year to a student of the graduating class who has an exceptionally fine record in German. This prize was established to honor the memory of Professor King, who, as teacher and registrar, served the college from 1890 to 1918. And there are 2 recipients this year, Braden Foster and Hunter Otto. The Jack Kudlati Endowment Fund was established to honor and extend Professor Kudlati's lifelong commitment to teaching and scholarship in Spanish language and literature. Dr. Kudlati was a member of the class of 1959. The Kudlati Prize honors the outstanding senior Spanish major at Wabash College, and there are 2 recipients this year, Braden Cooper and Jeremiah Lancaster. I now invite Dr. Matt Carlson to the podium to present for philosophy.
The J. Harry Cotton Prize is given to the senior who has done the best work in philosophy during the year and who exemplifies the qualities manifested by Cotton himself, humanity and scholarship in the liberal arts tradition. This year's Cotton Prize goes to Nathan Ellenberger. The Tom, class of 73, and Ann Walsh Outstanding Senior Award in Philosophy, Politics, and Economics is given by the PPE Steering Committee to the outstanding member of the senior class who is majored in Philosophy, Politics, and Economics. This year's Walsh Award goes to Toby Condon. Our next presenter will be Professor Nelson from the Department of Religion.
The Department of Religion is pleased to present the John N. Mills Prize in Religion. This prize, given by Mrs. Mabel M. Mills in honor of her husband John, class of 1878, was originally to be awarded to the 3 students of the junior class who ranked highest in an examination of the English Bible. The awards are now given to those who have done excellent work in religion courses generally, including courses on the Bible in the Department of Religion. The 3 winners this year, in alphabetical order, are Hayden Ball, Quinn Sweeney, and Elijah Wetzel. Congratulations. Now Professor Abbott will present the award in rhetoric.
The Joseph O'Rourke Jr. Award in Rhetoric is awarded to the graduating senior with the best senior project in rhetoric as judged by the members of the rhetoric department. This year's recipient is Evan Zambrano for his essay, Redefining Political Discourse Through the Joe Rogan Experience. This for you. And now Dr. Heidi Swinter-Vogel will announce the Theater Department's awards.
The Kenneth W. Cloth Design and Technical Theater Award is presented annually to a Wabash student for outstanding achievement in the area of scenic lighting, costume prop, and/or sound design or technical theater. This award is in memory of Kenneth W. Cloth, 1952 to 1995, Wabash College scene designer from 1979 to 1984. In addition to a small financial award, this year's Cloth Prize comes with your costume shop sewing scissors with WAF embossed on them, because Wabash always fixes stuff. This is an appropriate award for someone so versatile and resourceful. Thank you so much for your hard work in Wabash Theater, precious Annabore. We appreciate your efforts and skills very much. The Hermione C. Leonardis Theater History Award is presented annually to a student who, in the estimation of the department faculty, has done outstanding work in the study of theater history, dramatic literature, or criticism. The award was established in memory of Hermione C. Leonardis, 1915 to 1994. In addition to a small financial award, the Leonardis Prize is a hardcover copy of the Bible of theater history. History of the Theater by Oscar Brockett and Franklin Hildy. Read in good health, Max Runge. The final award is given annually by the Wabash College Theater Department to a student demonstrating excellence in the area of acting and/or directing. The award honors the memory of Ryan Champion, a member of the class of 2007 who died in an automobile accident in 2004. Ryan's participation in theater production work in the musical 1776, produced in October of 2004, set a standard of quality and commitment recipients of this award will be expected to achieve. The endowment for the Ryan Champion Theater Performance Award was established through a gift from Mr. Grade Theobald, class of 1992, and Ryan's friends, family, and classmates. In addition to a small financial award, the Champion Award is traditionally a costume article from the production in which the winner appeared. In this case, Preston Parker, this is your overalls from Thin Walls, perfect for all your future dirty jobs. Glee Club Director, Professor Juan Hernandez, will present the Glee Club Awards.
Good evening. I'm very happy to present these two awards to these two students. The Glee Club Senior Award. The following student is awarded the Glee Club Senior Award in recognition of his outstanding contribution to the ensemble community. Known for his welcoming and approachable nature, this senior has been instrumental in fostering a sense of belonging among members. A unifying presence within the Glee Club, he naturally connects across different groups of friends, serving as a math major might appreciate as kind of a common denominator that brings people together. His positivity and camaraderie have enriched the ensemble in meaningful and lasting ways. Congratulations to Brady Largent. The R. Robert Mitchum Glee Club Leadership Award. The following student is the recipient of the R. Robert Mitchum Glee Club Leadership Award in recognition of his steadfast commitment and exemplary leadership. During a time of transition for the ensemble, the student remained dedicated to the Glee Club and played a key role in maintaining its continuity and spirit. As this year's Glee Club president, he has led with integrity, initiative, and a genuine care for the ensemble. His ability to support his peers, communicate effectively, and model consistency has made a lasting impact on the group's culture and success. Please join me in congratulating this year's recipient, Dalton Kuhn. I would like to welcome to the podium Professor Boast.
It's time now to recognize seniors who earned distinction in comprehensive exams in the social sciences. And just like we practiced, we'll have all the recipients come forward and hold our applause until all names have been called. Albert Bernhardt, PPE. Henry Burke, Economics. Toby Condon, PPE. Braden Gendron, Economics in absentia. Dylan Hazlitt, Financial Economics. Austin Pickett, Political Science. Silvio Radice, PPE. Christopher Runyon, Political Science. Congratulations. The George D. Lovell Award is presented annually to a junior or senior who is majoring in social studies. This award is provided by a fund established in 1986 by family, friends, colleagues, and former students of Dr. Lovell, longtime chair of the Social Sciences Division, chair of the Psychology Department, and Beasley Distinguished Professor. This year's recipient is Ryland Whitaker.
The Benjamin Rogie Memorial Award celebrates the legacy of Benjamin Rogie, who served the Wabash for many years as legendary professor of economics and dean of the college. It recognizes the academically outstanding member in the senior class in economics. The winner of the Rogie Memorial Award for 2026 is James Wallace. Unfortunately, he could not join us today. The Schmatti Prize for the best paper in economics is awarded to that student paper which best demonstrates insightful analysis and clear exposition. It's a pleasure to present the 2026 Schmatti Prize to the author of the paper, Pre-Market Skills and the Evolution of Racial Wage Gaps. The award goes to Ryan Fraser. The Warren Wright Scherer Prize is presented to that junior who has the best command of economic theory. The winner this year could not join us. He's in Spain, in Granada, studying Spanish. His name is Zach Gelat. The Distinguished Senior in Financial Economics Award goes to the senior who both achieved the standard of excellence and performed best in the major. The recipient of this award this year is Dylan Hazlett. Next, Professor Debbie Seltzer-Kelly in Education Studies.
It is my pleasure this year to present the Caleb Mills Award, which honors the memory of the founder of the public school system, Caleb Mills. This prize is awarded annually to a member or members of the graduating class whose achievements in the minor and contribution to the department have been the most distinguished. The recipient demonstrates a commitment to service in public education and/or policy. We have an extraordinary 4 awardees this year. We decided that probably when everyone was at GPAs between 3.92 and 4 that we shouldn't distinguish for 800ths of a point. The awardees are Evan Bone. Please hold your applause till I finish reading. Brady Largent, Preston Parker, and Carson Wirtz. The Education Studies Scholar Award honors the outstanding graduating senior or seniors in the education minor. It is based upon a combination of achievement across all classes taken in the minor, as well as faculty assessment of students' superior engagement with the content. I'm very happy this year to present this award to Joshua Massaquoi. Professor Rhodes will present the awards for the Department of History.
Good evening. We have 2 awards in the History Department. It is my pleasure to present the first, the John F. Charles World History Prize. The John F. Charles World History Prize is awarded to the senior history major who is considered most outstanding in a field or fields of history other than American history. It is presented by the History Department of the college in honor of the colleague and friend of the department, John F. Charles. This year's recipient is Morgan Govakar. The second prize in the Department of History is from the American Legion Byron Cox Post 72. It is the Theodore G. Gronup Scholarship Award. The Gronup Scholarship is given annually to a senior who has demonstrated excellence in the study of United States history and government. It is presented by the Byron Cox Post number 72, the American Legion, in memory of Theodore G. Gronup Honorary Alum 59. He was a longtime professor of history at Wabash College and a former commander of the post. This year's award goes to Connor Grimes in absentia. For political science, Professor Himsel will provide the awards.
We award the Waldo Stevens Scholarship annually to a junior who plans a career of government service. When possible, and it was possible this year, we prefer a student with a special interest in international relations or international law, areas of tremendous importance, especially these days. Our winner is Diego Banuelos. The George Lipsky Memorial Award recognizes a senior for excellence, not only in political science, but throughout the liberal arts. It also recognizes the student's commitment to humane and civilized values, as well as his ability to analyze and evaluate contemporary social issues. Our winner this year fits those criteria to a T, Austin Pickett. The F. Michael Castle Award in Political Science recognizes political science majors of great promise. It provides funds to seniors for graduate study and to juniors to promote independent research. This year's winner is from the junior class, Alex Schmidt. One moment, please. The Political Science Department presents the N. Ryan Shaw II Award, a Wabash Captain's Chair, to our outstanding senior major. Among a very talented group, this year's winner repeatedly distinguished himself in all aspects of political science. Our winner is Christopher Runyon. I'll move on to the pre-law awards. I'm more comfortable with them anyway. The Daniels Prize in Constitutional Law recognizes excellence in that field. Our two winners this year demonstrated excellence in all areas of our course, and they had a true passion for the subject. Our winners are Jackson Ray from the sophomore class and Wade Whistler from the junior class. We choose the winner of the William Nelson White Scholarship on the basis of scholarship, personal integrity, and an understanding of the professional requirements of the practice of law. Our winner combines those traits with a remarkable degree of kindness and humility. Our winner is Michael Enns. James E. Bingham, Wabash class of 1911, practiced law with great success and enthusiasm for over 60 years. The three senior winners of the Bingham Award have also demonstrated great success and enthusiasm in all this college has to offer. Of our winners, one of them, Thomas Price, is unable to be with us. Our other two winners are present, Ben Cody and Austin Pickett. The David W. Peck Jr. Medal is our highest pre-law award. Our winner couples excellence in our program with a kindness, at times even a sweetness in dealing with other people that can help win them over. These are not traits every lawyer possesses. We envy his future clients. Christopher Runyon. I'm happy to introduce my colleague, Professor Neil Schmitzer-Torbert.
The Distinguished Senior in Psychology Award was established in 1985 to honor the senior major who best represents the department's ideal for outstanding scholarship, research, and service. Recipients receive a plaque and monetary award, and their name is immortalized on a departmental plaque recognizing all past recipients. This year's award is shared between two students. It is my great pleasure to present the Distinguished Senior in Psychology Award to Brandon Hammer and Caleb Everson. Our next presenter is Mr. Jim Amadon.
I'm pleased to present awards for student journalism at Wabash.
It was a great year for The Bachelor. For the fourth year in a row, The Bachelor was named Division III Newspaper of the Year in the ICPA competition. Our men won 21 total awards, 12 first-place stories, features, and photos. And keep in mind, this is in competition against well-established old journalism programs. The Patterson-Goldberger Outstanding Freshman in Journalism Award is presented to the member of the freshman class who's contributed most significantly to success of the paper in his first year. In a year when The Bachelor had more talented freshmen than at any time in recent history, our winner won in a very tight race. He contributed consistently throughout the year, mostly brilliantly written movie reviews, and showed range and versatility. His knowledge of cinema is vast, but he crept outside his comfort zone to write theater production reviews as well. This year's winner of the Patterson-Goldberger Award is Noah Minty. The Robert S. Harvey Outstanding Editor Award is presented annually to the editor or editors who, above all others, made the most significant contributions to journalism. We have two winners this year. Sean Bledsoe was literally the busiest man on campus this year, serving as sports editor of The Bachelor, starring in theater productions, serving as a play-by-play man for the Wabash basketball team, playing on the golf team, and writing funny, sometimes scathing commentary in his weekly reviews of conference football and basketball teams. His intellect, experience, and wit, which made him a gift to journalism at Wabash. His depth and breadth of sports knowledge made him capable of writing everything from football to tennis and having a strong opinion on all things sports. Our second winner, James P. Wallace, was a steadying force behind The Bachelor in all 4 years on campus, but shined most brightly in the fall of 2025 as editor-in-chief. He took over a paper that had won 3 straight Newspaper of the Year awards, but had an outrageous amount of turnover in his editor staff. Yet there was no letdown in the transition. James provided excellent judgment and thoughtful feedback to his writers and editors and created a whole new direction for the paper. Importantly, he also brought in a great group of freshmen who show so much promise. Our Robert Harvey Outstanding Editors are Sean Bledsoe and James Wallace.
The Senior Award of Merit is awarded annually by the Student Senate in conjunction with the National Association of Wabash Men. The prize is given to the senior who, throughout his years at Wabash College, has demonstrated outstanding achievement in scholarship, service, and extracurricular activities. The award is particularly meaningful in that the entire nominating process and final selection of the recipient are performed solely by Wabash students. This honor is truly a reflection of the beliefs of the recipient's peers. This year's award winner is someone that I'm privileged to call a brother and best friend of mine, Quinn Anthony Sholar Jr. in absentia. Presenting next will be A.D. Peoples.
Good evening, Wabash. The Pete Vaughn Award was established by the National Association of Wabash Men on January 17, 1948, in honor of Robert Pete Vaughn, who served Wabash College for 31 years as a coach and a director of athletics. Each year, the recipient is elected by the Wabash coaching staff and presented by the current director of athletics to the individual deemed the outstanding athlete of the year at Wabash College. A commemorative plaque has recognized each recipient, and it hangs in the Allen Center Athletics and Recreation Center, connecting today's honorees with the long and proud history of Wabash athletics. Well, this year it was a little challenging. So the quality of athletic achievement at Wabash College was so exceptional that the coaching staff could not just select one. So this year we have 3 outstanding recipients of the Pete Vaughn Award. James Day from our wrestling program, Quinn Sholar from football and track and field, and Ryan West from swimming. Each of these men has represented Wabash at the highest level of NCAA Division III competition. Each has earned All-American honors. Each has added his name to the record book and to national results in ways that will be remembered for years to come. Most importantly, each has done so while representing the standard of excellence expected of all Wabash men. So I just want to tell you a little bit about each of their accomplishments. So we'll start with James Day. James has been one of the most accomplished wrestlers in the history of Wabash. He's closed his career as a 3-time All-American and a 4-time national tournament qualifier, achievements that place him amongst the elite competitors to have ever worn a Wabash singlet. Got to pull my clip here, gang, I'm sorry. In March, James advanced to the championship match at the 133-pound weight class at the 2026 NCAA Division III Wrestling Championship. He finished as the national runner-up. That performance followed by a 3rd-place performance at 125 in 2024 and a 4th-place performance at the 133-pound weight class in 2025. James finished his career with 134 career victories. That ranks him 6th amongst all Wabash wrestlers all time. He has been a central part of the Wabash wrestling program that has produced 4 consecutive top 20 finishes at the NCAA National Championship Tournament, including a 19th place finish this year. His success has also extended well beyond the mat. Here recently, James has been awarded an NCAA postgraduate scholarship, and that now makes him a 4-time National Coaches Association Scholar Academic All-American honoree. The combination of national-level athletic achievement and academic excellence reflects the very best of Wabash. Our second recipient, Quinn Sholar, who's traveling with his track and field teammates and couldn't be here tonight, but let's take a moment to just be proud of what Quinn has accomplished. Quinn is a fixture of Wabash athletics, both as a football player and a track and field athlete. As a 4-year starter on the offensive line for the Little Giants, he was a foundation of Wabash football. In 2025, Quinn earned Associated Press 2nd Team All-American honors and D3Football.com 4th Team All-American recognition, after helping Wabash to 9 wins this season and 21 games over the past 4 years. His impact did not end on the football field. Quinn became one of the top throwers in the history of Wabash track and field. He earned 2nd Team All-American honors at the 2026 NCAA Division III Indoor Track and Field Championships and finished 13th in the shot put and qualified with his school record performance. That was one of 2 indoor school records that Quinn broke this season, along with the new Wabash record in the weight throw. And he opened the outdoor season after competing at the Indoor National Championships with another record-breaking performance in the shot put. And he enters this weekend as they're going to compete in our North Coast Athletic Conference Championships, ranked 7th in the entire country in the shot put and 17th in the hammer throw. Quinn also has helped Wabash capture 1 NCAC Indoor Track and Field Championship and 2 outdoor titles. His career represents a rare 2-sport athlete excellence built on strength, discipline, consistency, and a relentless commitment to his teammates. And then our final recipient, Ryan West. Ryan spent this season rewriting the Wabash swimming record book and returned the Little Giants to the national stage. The sophomore captured the 200 backstroke title at the 2026 North Coast Athletic Conference Championships, becoming Wabash's first individual conference champion in swimming since 2019. During the conference meet, Ryan also set new school records in the 200 individual medley, the 100 backstroke, and is a member of the 400 medley relay team. And then he became the first Wabash swimmer to compete at the NCAA Division III championship meet since 2016. So Ryan's national championship week included adversity as well as achievement. Despite battling food poisoning all week while preparing for the meet, he competed in the 200 individual medley on Wednesday, returned for the 100 backstroke on Friday, and then delivered his best performance on Saturday in the 200 backstroke. In the morning prelims, he broke his own school record with a time of 1:46.06 to qualify for the A final, and then that evening he finished 8th in a 1:46.97, and he became the first swimming All-American since 2021. Ryan's season was one of breakthrough performances, resiliency, and historical achievements. He brought Wabash swimming back to the national championship finals and established a new standard for the program as we move forward. So James, Quinn, and Ryan reached the highest levels of Division III competition in 4 very different sports. Their accomplishments reflect competitive excellence, but they also reflect persistence, leadership, and pride in how they represent Wabash College. It's now my pleasure to honor our 2026 Pete Vaughn Award winners with 3 outstanding Wabash men, James Day, Quinn Sholar, and Ryan West. And our next presenter will be Professor Koppelman.
For 30 years, the founding director, Julia Rosenberg, was a tireless advocate for Wabash students. The title of Julia Rosenberg Writing Scholar honors the writing consultants who have the most emulated her dedication and recognizes their contribution to the Wabash Writing Center, to Wabash students, and to the wider Writing Center community. I had 2 this year. Please hold your applause to the end. Evan Bone is a top-notch writing consultant, is always eager to help his peers, served as the senior coordinator for the recent Writing Center conference Wabash hosted, and is some little giant. Javen Montgomery is a dedicated writing consultant, a skilled writing fellow, eagerly supports his peers at the MXI writing satellite space, and is some little giant, please. The Wedgeworth Library Research, Scholarship, and Creativity Award was established by Dr. Robert and C.K. Wedgeworth in 2010. The award recognizes students who have made the most effective use of library resources in developing their celebration presentations. For each student receives a cash prize of $750. Please hold your applause to the end. Jeremiah Clayton is recognized for his presentation, The Rapture, a high-energy oral tradition shaping experiences, culture, and faith. Lucas Barnett for his presentation of the history of Chadwick Court, and also Tri An Lei for his presentation, Meme Match, a large-scale dual-contacts multimodal data set and retrieval system for internet memes in absentia. The next presenter will be Professor Carlson.
On behalf of the members of the Wabash chapter of Phi Beta Kappa, I'm honored to announce the names of 17 seniors and 9 juniors who we have elected into membership. This year marks the 250th anniversary of the founding of the Phi Beta Kappa Society. Our chapter at Wabash College was chartered in 1898, the 42nd chapter of the society and the second in the state of Indiana. The Greek letters Phi Beta Kappa represent the initials of words often translated as, "The love of wisdom is the helmsman of life." We will formally initiate these students on May 15th at 3 p.m. in Lovell Lecture Hall. All are welcome to witness this venerable initiation ceremony. I ask the following students to rise and remain standing in place until everyone in your class has been called. Please hold your applause until I've listed everyone. We recognize the following students from the senior class: Evan Baker, William Boswell, Toby Condon, Braden Cooper, Mark Davletov, James Day, Caleb Everson, Safal Gamir, Isaac Granis, Benedict Grill, Min Hyo, Dalton Kuhn, Dominic Litchfield, Aidan Mason, Jerry McBee, Thomas Price, and Samuel Vogel. Congratulations, gentlemen. You may be seated. We also recognize the following students from the junior class. As before, please rise as your name is called: Hayden Ball, Andrew Baugh, Christopher Board, Zachary Gillott, Bryce Kinnaman, Malachi McRoberts, Ike O'Neill, Prasoon Panthi, and Gregory Powers. Congratulations, gentlemen. Each year, the Wabash chapter of Phi Beta Kappa awards a prize to that undergraduate who is judged to have produced the most original and meritorious piece of work, whether artistic or analytical. This year, we recognize a piece of work with which you are now intimately familiar, the work of Treyon Lee, entitled Meme Match, a large-scale, dual-context, multi-model dataset and retrieval system for internet memes. Treyon is unable to join us this evening, but let us celebrate him in absentia. Our next presenter will be Mr. Cody Stipes.
Good evening. I have the privilege of being here tonight representing the Wabash Club of Indianapolis and presenting this year's Scholar Athlete Award. This year's list of finalists for the Scholar Athlete Award were amazing individuals who had great performances both in their field of choice in their sport, but also in the classroom. This was actually the closest vote that I've seen in the last several years, again, thanks to the great slate of candidates that we had. But I think the one comment that really struck me about this year's winner is simply this: he was a fantastic athlete, he was a great scholar, but he was an even better person and leader. And so this year, we as Wabash Club of Indianapolis are happy to extend the Scholar Athlete Award to Gavin Shippert. And now please welcome Dean Brown.
Good evening, Wabash. I have the honor of giving the Dr. Paul T. Hurt Award, and this was created by his family in memory of Paul T. Hurt, MD, class of 1909. This award is given annually to a deserving freshman in recognition of all-round achievement in his first year at Wabash. Nominations are submitted by resident assistants and fraternity leaders, and the winner is selected by the Dean of Students and his staff. This year we have selected 2 winners, Carson Granger and Anthony Santagata. Each year, the Community Engaged Learning Committee awards the Community Service Award for outstanding work to a student who has embodied the spirit of selfless community service to Wabash College, Crawfordsville, and Montgomery County. A charitable donation will be made on behalf of the charity of their choice. This award goes to two students, David Leal and Xavier Tyler. Lastly, the Fred N. Doherty Award, which was established by the directors of HC Industries, goes to a student from here in Montgomery County who has shown significant intellectual and social growth, service, leadership, and achievement as a result of his Wabash experience. This award goes to Brady Largent. Our next presenter is Dean Todd McDornan.
The Dean Stevens Award was created as a memorial to Dean Stevens, a member of the Wabash College coaching staff who died in an airplane accident in October 1958. The award is given annually to that member of the junior class who best reflects the broad intellectual and personal interests, the high moral courage, and the humane concerns of Dean Stevens himself. On the occasion of his 21st birthday, on December 7th, 1951, Dean wrote the following reflective poem. To be young in heart and young in spirit, to be firm in body and open in mind, to be strong in belief and humble in approach, to seek understanding and tolerance, to love each day and live in beauty, to seek truth and knowledge, to laugh at darkness and be silent under the sheltering tree, to make righteous my soul, to be 21. It's my honor to present this award to Chris Board. Created by the class of 1990, the Lewis Salter Memorial Award is given to that member of the junior class who best exemplifies the characteristics of scholarship, character, leadership, and service that Dr. Lewis Salter embodied as a Wabash faculty member and as Wabash's 12th president. With us this evening, representing the class of 1990, is David Horvath. The faculty vote on students nominated for this award, and this year they have selected Alex Schmidt. We have spent this evening honoring the excellence of our student body, but it is now time to take a few moments to recognize two of our faculty. These awards were established by Reed McLean, class of 1927, in honor of his longtime friend, Claire McTurnan, class of 1910, and a former trustee of the college. a subsequent bequest from the estate of Mr. McTurnan, and an additional gift from Kent Arnold, class of 1929, were added to the fund that we know today as the McLean McTurnan Arnold Endowment, the income of which funds 2 special awards to faculty. A faculty committee selects annually the recipient of the MMA Research Fellowship. In January, they announced that Professor of German Brian Tucker is this year's winner. During the coming year, Professor Tucker will carry out his research project entitled Maternal Care in the 19th Century Between Rhetoric and Realism. Let us again congratulate Dr. Tucker on his selection. Tonight, I am also honored to announce the recipient of the 2026 McLean McTurnan Arnold Excellence in Teaching Award. This honor is perhaps the highest that can be bestowed on a Wabash faculty member, given the excellence in teaching that is both a tradition and a source of pride at the college. Accordingly, to honor a faculty colleague with this award is one of the highlights of my work as dean. The dedication, thoughtfulness, and devotion to students shown by this year's winner serves as a model for us all. This year's recipient of the MMA Teaching Award is characterized by their kindness and approachability and how they graciously and consistently offer students extra help without the slightest hint of inconvenience. They are a strong mentor who leads students outside of their comfort zones and provides academic year and summer research experiences. They are a teacher who lacks ego and defensiveness when examining their own teaching and receiving feedback. In fact, they once described being dissatisfied with their first effort at an assessment instrument because all of their ratings came back too high. They are a teacher of teachers who has supported the work of all faculty to evaluate and improve their pedagogy. They are a faculty member who, when a student was missing from class, they've been known to take the class to the student, like he did when he escorted his EQ class to a residence hall and knocked on the door to awaken a student who was about to miss his final class presentation. This is a faculty member who is always calm, unflappable even, and I am tempted to say that I've never seen him stressed or even overburdened at the end of the semester. This is because he is a faculty member who is ever mindful and deep in meditation. You might even say he is Zen. Often affectionately known as Dr. Schmitty T, please join me in congratulating this year's recipient of the McLean McTurnan Arnold Excellence in Teaching Award, Professor of Psychology, Neil Schmitzer-Torbert. Next, welcome back President Feller to present the McIntosh Fellowships.
James Putnam Goodrich established the George Lewis McIntosh Award in memory of the 6th president of our college. Each year, the college provides scholarships to 6 graduating seniors who will be going on to graduate or professional schools. The recipients of these scholarships are designated as McIntosh Fellows. Selection is made by a committee of the college based on departmental recommendations. As I call their names, I'd ask these young men to join me on the stage. This year's McIntosh Fellows are Do Tri Un Lei in absentia, Justin Tyler Lewis, Aidan Gray Mason, Austin Cole Pickett, Christopher James Runyon, Augustin Joseph Sanchez, and John Paul Augustin Schnary. On a night like this, when we've celebrated so many outstanding individuals, I'd like to take a final moment to thank the people who made this event possible. First, I want to thank Amber King and the Dean of College's office, who puts this event together every year. We're grateful for her dedicated work again this year, and you can all thank her as you leave and pick up a program that includes all the students' names in it. Cheryl Everett plays the prelude and postlude, and we thank her for that and for accompanying the Glee Club and for playing at every one of our special Wabash events. I'd also like to thank everyone in the communications office for putting together the live stream this evening. I'd also like to thank our donors and friends who were able to join us for tonight's program. It's important for our students to have a sense of the generosity of our alumni and friends and the support they provide for our college. Finally, I want to thank each and every one of you for being here and watching from afar. I'm happy that all of us shared in celebration of our young men and their teachers, and we are excited to witness the many ways they will change the world over the arc of their lives. Good night.